Hey guys, it's April from Mama Loves Food. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I said happy Tuesday. Happy Thursday. Yay, it's Friday Eve, TGIFE. Anyway, welcome back. Say hi. Tell me if you can see me. I know we just blipped for a minute, which was weird. But we seem to be here now. Oh, I don't see anyone. That was my water bottle. Aw, that's a bummer. On the plus side, it didn't spill. On the minus side, I just broke the cooling aspect of it. Anyway, so hi. And my cord just slipped too. Let me grab that cord. Sorry about that, guys. Technical mishap real quick. We need these cords, though. I don't have a very big island. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Amanda. I know, you're tuning in just in time for me to make a mess. Oops. Okay. So, hey, at least I didn't break any glass, right? I mean, I broke a cup, but not a glass. All right, so give me 2 seconds. We'll get some shares going. How is everybody doing tonight? Hi, Carrie. Okay, you know what? I pulled up my phone so I could do comments that way, and then I didn't even look at them. So we'll do that. But real quick, I'm going to do some shares so we can get everybody on. I can see people are already starting to join, and I'm excited about that. So are you guys, have you had a good week? I know I saw you yesterday and the day before, twice yesterday and twice the day before, but, you know, stuff happens in between when we're not together, so let me know what's going on with you guys. Ooh, I'm echoing. Sorry. And booming. Okay, real quick, I'm going to do these shares. Kelly should be on in just a few minutes, so she'll take over, and we won't have to do this too much, but until she gets here, I'm going to take care of it, and we're going to get going. So tonight we're going to do steamed mussels, and I know seafood isn't everybody's gig, but we talked about it last week, or actually I think Tuesday. I'm on a seafood kick. I don't know what it is. How do I look amazing? Oh, Kayla, I love you. It's the lighting. It's all the lighting. It's not me, I promise. I'm a hot mess. Sorry. I got distracted. Anyway, I'm on a seafood kick. I'm on a major, huge, ridiculous seafood kick. So we went to Costco today to price crab for Saturday's crab boil, which I'm getting really excited about, except for the fact that Amazon has not delivered the pot yet, and it was supposed to be delivered by today. So P.S. Amazon, get your shit together, because I kind of need that pot. Hey, Amanda. So yeah. So we went to Costco today to price crab, and P.S. they only had king crab at Costco, which I would love, but at $20 a pound, my husband put the kibosh on that, because we love our friends, but not $20 a pound love. So we'll do probably blue crab from Publix. But we did pick up a bunch of shrimp that was on sale, so that was exciting. And, sorry. Almost done. I know this part's annoying. Make yourself a drink. Get comfortable. What are we watching these days, guys? I'm almost done. I know I told you a while ago that I was done with Bones, and I thought it ended on season 10 because, I mean, it had like a grand finale, and everybody quit working there, and I thought they were done. And P.S., it's not done. There's still another season, 11, which I found on Hulu. So I'm halfway through that, and that's what I'm watching. But then I'm going to do Game of Thrones next, because it's been way too long. It's been sitting in my queue, and I need to watch it. So that's what's happening on my television these days. Tell me what you're watching. Tell me what you recommend. You know I love shows. I especially love nerdy shows. If it's got anything like science-y, Star Trek-y, nerdy, that's my game. That's my gig. So, yeah, I don't know. Kelly has the same shirt. Kelly, thank you. She said it looks awesome on me. I have this in every single color. I love this shirt. I found them on Aaron, Paleo Cobbler. All right, I'm going to... give me a second. I can't promise on the Paleo Cobbler because it's a total experiment. I do not have a recipe for it. We're just going to wing it and see how it works. But there were really, really good looking fresh peaches at Publix today. So I'm hoping maybe we can make that work. We're going to wing it. We're going to try it. I think I'm going to make myself... Yep, I'm echoing again. Sorry. My computer is being hella slow right now. I am really sorry, you guys. Leanne loves my earrings. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I got these at Target. I'm thinking. Hey there, computer. It would be super awesome if you cooperated right now because I'd like to get the show going. There it goes. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think I got everything, just about. And sorry. I just realized I didn't share somewhere. So yeah, what are you guys watching? Hi from Austin, Stranger Things. I keep hearing about Stranger Things, so obviously I need to make that happen. Did you see there's another season of that one with Matt Dillon? I just saw that. So I'm excited about that because they originally said there wasn't going to be, and I can't think of the name of it. So maybe it is Stranger Things. Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm excited about that though. I think that's good for now. I don't know. I'm not sure if I shared everywhere I'm supposed to, but we got a couple hundred people on. I'm gonna call that good for right now. I'm realizing I set my camera up in the same place every week. And Wayward Pines, yes, Nikki, Wayward Pines. So there's another season of that just came out. So I'm super excited about that. Bloodline on Netflix. All right. Hi Tracy from Rome, Georgia. We're filming in Florida, just north of Orlando, about an hour from Mickey. Hi Charlotte from Oklahoma. Hi Tiffany. I'm sorry. I'm wearing my contacts today. My eyes feel a little fuzzy. I had my glasses on earlier, but they were reflecting really bad. Anyway, so I think we need to get started because this is a little bit of a labor-intensive recipe. But I am going to come over here, and I'm going to try and get a view of my tabletop so y'all can see what I'm doing. Because as much as I'm sure you love to look at my face, you probably also want to see what's happening with the food, right? I'm guessing. So we're going to do a really simple steamed garlic recipe. Steamed mussels, steamed lemon garlic mussels. How's that? Is that a little better? I'm going to move it back, see if that helps. I need to put like tape on the floor so I know exactly where I put the camera every week. That would make sense. We're getting there. Okay. So up a touch. Back a touch, and this way a touch. Are we level in there? I think we're there, guys. My head's cut off a little bit, but what are you gonna do? Okay. 30-degree angle, back more, still, you think? I can do that, I guess. I'll do back a touch more. I want you to be able to hear me too, because I know that the farther I go, the farther the mic goes. So that's the issue. Okay. We good? I think we're good. We've got countertop. We've got all this fun stuff. So have you guys made mussels before? They're really, really simple to do. Hey, Sarah. They're really, really yummy. Okay, do you see what I did at the beginning of the show? I totally broke my cup. Okay. So we'll get going on the mussels in a second, but first I need some wine. And I've been craving grapefruit all day. And Erin, hi, Erin's on right now. And Erin found this really yummy hard seltzer. And she swears she found it at our Publix. Yay, everybody thinks it's perfect. She swears she found it at our local grocery store. But P.S., I can't find it. I've been back like 4 times. I went back again today and I can't find it. So, Brittany says, let's go, looking good. All right. So, I've been craving grapefruit all day. Anyway, she found grapefruit hard seltzer, which I was looking for at Publix today. Didn't find it, so I just grabbed some grapefruits and some Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit of grapefruit juice onto my computer, apparently, and some into the glass. And I do have a fancy juicer, but I figure for one, it's not really necessary. Anyway, hi, Mom. My mom just joined. Everyone say hi, Mom. We don't eat any seafood at all, but I love watching others cook it. Oh, thanks. Erin, White Claw hard seltzer. Yeah, I could not find seltzer anywhere, Erin. So, you're going to have to field trip with me to the grocery store and show me where you found it. Because I swear, I'm either blind or they don't have it anymore. So, yeah. So, we're going to do... And those of you who like Sauvignon Blanc, which it's my personal favorite wine, Brittany, I'm giving you a shout out to Brett. Hi, Brett. Hi. The New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs usually are grapefruity. So it's a good combination. Sauvignon Blanc and grapefruit is a very good combination. Hi from Australia, Jamie. I'm glad you're back. Nui thinks I'm hot. Amen. Sorry, that was really kind of douchey. All right. So I just squeezed in about a half cup of grapefruit juice. And I want to save a touch of wine for the mussels. In the recipe online, which is linked in the description above, I don't use wine, but that's because my kids were eating it that time. And also, I don't know, I just did it. But this time, since it's just me eating it, I'm going to add some wine. So, oh, look at this. I have a cute little stir. Sorry, you can see my booty. All right. Look, a seahorse stir for summer. Hi from, oh, Drinky Poo. It's not poo. It's grapefruit juice and wine. That is good. That is damn good. All right. And those of you curious, we're drinking the original Smoking Loon. BOGO at Publix, of course. Until I find a wine sponsor, one of these days. I found somebody who was interested in sponsoring the show, a wine company. I'm not going to say their name because I do like their wine and I don't want to actually disparage them. But we got talking and they were so excited about it and I was thinking, yes, this is wonderful. We'll get a sponsor for the show and I can do more stuff and it gives me more leeway. And we got down to the money part and they said, so we'll send you 2 bottles of wine. And I was like, that's great, 2 bottles of wine for the show, and then what are you going to pay us? And they said, no, we're going to send you 2 bottles of wine. And I said, no, thank you, I'm good. So yeah, that's okay though. Okay, so what I've got over here is the mussels, and I had them rinsing in some cold water. So the thing about mussels, and this is why it's kind of a labor-intensive project, is that you have to go through every single mussel because you got to get rid of the broken and open ones because they're bad and they'll make you sick. I mean, I don't think you'll die or anything, but you might like have diarrhea for a week, and we don't want anybody to have that. Nobody likes diarrhea. I don't like diarrhea. How many times can we say diarrhea on a cooking show? Let's just stop now. Let's stop. Okay. So what I've got is my mussels. I just got, this is 5 pounds of mussels from Costco, which is really inexpensive. Mussels are like $1 or $2 a pound. Do Americans dislike Irish people? Danielle, no, not at all. So Facebook filters the comments. I don't see every single comment. So if I miss you, and also, you know, I'm looking up and down. So if I miss you, it's not intentional, not in the slightest. I love you. One of my very good friends is from Ireland, Charlene. She comes on and watches sometimes. So no, not in the slightest. I like you. My husband is, oh no, he's not. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Okay, so I've got a discard bucket, and then I've got my to-cook bucket, and then this is fresh, clean water. What we're going to do is try to do it quickly, but go through each one, give it a little rinse, make sure it's not open. Now, if it is open, you want them to be alive. I don't know if you guys realize this, but mussels you always cook alive. If they are dead, they sour, they go bad really quickly. Thank you. It's just a dollar store bowl, a Dollar Tree. So if they're open, you want to see if they're alive. Tap them on the shell and then set them aside. If they're alive, they'll close back up. It's slow. They won't close like, but they'll slowly close back up. If they're dead, they'll stay open and then you discard them. So, and anything with a broken shell, get rid of. And then you also want to look. Most of these have been debearded. Okay, so look, this one's open. See? So I'm going to give it a rinse, but then I'm also going to give it a little tap and see if it closes. I don't think this one's going to close, but we'll see. Anyway, and then if we find one with a beard, I'll show you. Okay, this one has a beard. So, oh, it just came right out. Actually, I think this one's dead. The beard is this little furry-looking thing. It looks like a little piece of hair. Josephine, hi! We are making mussels. Oh, no, this one is live, I think. Okay. So usually the beard is a little harder to get off, which is why I think that one was dead. Most of these are debearded, though. And the beard really should be called like Adolf stash or something, because it's just a little piece of hair sticking out. side. Kelly says, hell yeah, Dollar Tree, where I do 90% of my shopping. Girl, we love the Dollar Tree around here. We love the Dollar Tree. It is good stuff. Alright. So I'm just rinsing super quick, taking a peek, making sure they're closed. Not sure about that one. And they don't have to be like, what do you call it? Cemented closed or anything, just mostly closed. You should do a blackened fish recipe one day. I love that idea. So I do try to stick to recipes that are on my site already. That way I can reference something, or at least one recipe a day. Okay, that one's definitely dead. At least one of the recipes per show on my site, so that you guys can reference stuff. And so I don't have a blackened fish yet. That said, it's certainly something I would be interested in doing. Oh, sorry, my nose itches. It was itchy the other day too, wasn't it? Not positive about that one. So, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh yeah, blackened fish. I like that idea. Let's do that. Kelly, do you mind doing a quick shares, please? I feel like we're low tonight. Alright, I haven't found any with beards yet to show you. Okay, see, like that one's legit open. And I don't think that one's closing, but we'll see. And obviously you want to get them as fresh as possible. If you see them, you know, not refrigerated, or they should be like wet. They don't have to be soaking wet, but some moisture to them. Soap's dead. Then maybe avoid them from that store. And you're gonna have about, I would say, 20% loss of mussels because they get banged around. Candy, turn up your volume. I can hear fine. Yeah, if the volume's not working, just X out and come back. I know some people think it's really low. Unfortunately, that's a device issue, not a me issue, or a Facebook issue. Okay, so like this one. Oh, I've got a totally dead one in there somewhere. That one's good. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, so on my end, I know people always ask me to turn up the volume, and if you mean my voice, then I can certainly try to do that. But if you mean actually physically turn up the volume, I can't. I have a mic on my end, not a volume on my end. So it picks up what it picks up, and it doesn't pick up what it doesn't pick up. And I try to project as much as I can, but I know I am accused occasionally of starting out strong and then, you know, and I do that. I definitely do. So, okay, so this one's got a beard, so I'm going to show you. Can you see just the little piece sticking out right there? All you do is you grab it and you wiggle until it comes out. And then you just discard it. It won't hurt you. It's just, it doesn't taste good. It doesn't really, it's like, I guess I would attribute it like the gristle in steak or something like that, you know? Just not very tasty. Okay. Oop. I don't think that one. Okay. I think we're okay with most of these. Sorry. All about the paleo. Yeah, these are today. You know, I've been getting a lot of requests lately, and I'm telling you, I wrote a whole post about this. I feel like July is the second coming of January. It's kind of when everybody is all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, we're halfway through the year, and I've only lost 3 pounds, or maybe I've gained 3 pounds, or, you know, I did not drink my 14,000 ounces of water, or, you know, whatever. I feel like it's kind of the second coming of January, in that people are kind of renewed in their fitness goals and their diet goals. Hold on, I'm gonna just put some new water in. Normally I would just do this in the sink, but then you'd be looking at my rear end for half an hour, and we don't want that to happen. So the annoying thing about this recipe is that it's a little bit labor intensive. It's not hard by any means. But Kelly, if they're closed, they're alive. If they're open, when they die, they open. So it's not hard. And if you cook one that's dead, you're going to know as soon as you put it in your mouth that you shouldn't have eaten it. And just spit it out. You're not going to get, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like touching it to your tongue is going to poison anything. It's rare that you'll go to a restaurant and order mussels and not get like one at least. That's kind of nasty. It's just how it works. Sounds gross, I know. Valencia, I don't even care about losing weight anymore, just eating better. January is your birthday month, so I will splurge a little. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to lose weight, but definitely being healthy is much more of an important goal for me these days than being skinny. Because let's be real, you can't put back a body after 5 kids, at least not mine. Just not gonna happen, and that's okay. Husband still loves me. Kids still love me. Oh, yuck. LOL. Kurt. I'm sorry. Or Heather. I don't know which one it is. Ooh, I hate seafood, so I'm pretty clueless about it. Yeah, I know. Seafood's not going to appeal to everyone, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, yeah, I was saying I've been getting a ton of requests for... okay, that is definitely not alive. Definitely not alive. Definitely not alive. I've been getting tons of requests for grain-free, paleo, gluten-free recipes. So that's, besides the fact that that's how I eat. Hi, Brianna. Yeah, my kids love mussels too. Brianna says her kids love mussels. Mine absolutely love them. And I discovered, I talked about that in the post, how the first, I thought, ooh, you know, this is something I'll get to eat by myself, and my kids, you know, won't bother me for my meal, because, you know, as a mom of 5, and I'm sure as a mom of any, this happens, but you sit down to eat, and your kids are all over your plate. It doesn't matter if they have the same thing on their plate. They do it. And, So I thought for sure, I'm like, yes, mussels. They're not going to want these. They look, I mean, let's be real. They look gross. They're like these slimy looking, and they don't taste slimy, but they look slimy. They're these slimy looking things that you have to pull out of a, I'm not sure what one. That you have to pull out of a shell that kind of looks like a cockroach. Let's be real. I mean, they look a little bit like giant Florida cockroaches, right? So I thought for sure that they weren't going to want my food. No. They attacked my food. I barely got any of it. I shouldn't be complaining that my kids have, you know, good palates, but sometimes I just want something for myself. Like, is that too much to ask? I feel like I'm going to get new water again. So tell me, guys, where are you watching from? What are you up to this weekend? Anything good? Like I said, I'm super into seafood. So my birthday is on Monday. So we are celebrating this weekend since Monday's not a good day for a birthday. And they're not slimy. They're not slimy. They just look like they'd be slimy. I mean, they're slimy if you eat them raw. But don't eat them raw. So we're going to do a crab boil on Saturday. Assuming the equipment gets here. I ordered a giant, thank you, Missy. Amanda's from Arkansas. Norma's from York, Pennsylvania. Katie says they're delicious. April, hi April, says happy birthday. Thank you. It's not a belated birthday, it's an early birthday. My birthday is this coming Monday. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I ordered the big crab boil pot from Amazon. And I upgraded to 1-day shipping, and it's not here. I got the ladle, but that doesn't do me any good without the pot. Anaheim, California, going to the OC County Fair to check on my entries. Ooh, fun. What did you enter? Tell me. Savannah's from Wisconsin. Joshua says, seafood and eat it. I can get behind that statement. I can get behind that completely. Are you on a seafood diet? You see it and you eat it? Alright, these all look good. I think we're good. Alright. Almost to the bottom of our 5-pound bag. I'm just gonna dump out the gross water. All right. Wisconsin. Elizabeth says, I'm allergic to all fish and seafood, but I enjoy watching your videos no matter if I can eat it. That's really sweet. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate you guys being here and supporting my endeavors. I do. I love it. Kurt and Heather, I need to learn how to make something with mussels because my husband loves them. It's so easy. It's so easy. You'll see. This is the hard part, and it's not hard. I'm literally just looking to make sure they're not open or cracked. And they can be open a touch. Like, see that one? I mean, it's open a teeny bit. That's fine. It's when they're this is dead. It's open. And that means it's died, so the mussel, its mussel, has relaxed and allowed it to open. If they are alive, the mussel contracts and keeps it closed. What's wrong with the ones you're setting aside? They're dead. You never ever want to cook a dead mussel because they go bad really, really fast. Good way to give yourself a stomach ache. We said the D word at the beginning of the show probably too many times. If the FCC regulated this show, they would tell us to get off the air for saying the D word. So I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say stomach ache. Susie, how much is a $5 bag at Costco? I want to say it was around $10. I think they were $2 a pound today. And it just depends. I've gotten them as little as $1 a pound and as much as $3 a pound. So I guess it just depends on how much they have in stock. And it looks like a ton of food. Okay, so that was the end of it. And it looks like a really, really lot of food. But those of you who've had mussels before know, sorry, I'm just rinsing my bowl out real quick. Those of you who've had mussels before know that the amount of meat inside them is actually kind of a joke. It's a really, really small amount. But they're yummy and they're healthy. And what I like, if they don't open up, if they don't open, so we're going to steam them in a minute. Well, not in a minute, it's going to take me a bit. But when you steam them, if they don't open up after 7 minutes, just throw them away. I've actually read in several different places recently that that's more of an old wives' tale. That actually, if they don't open, it's not necessarily indicative of them being bad. You can open them and smell them, and then you'll know for sure. But I gotta say, I kind of stick with the if they don't open, don't eat them rule too. So I don't know if it's true food science to believe that. The newest, knowledge out there is that it's not, but yeah, that's kind of historically what we've always been told. Okay, so I would say we lost maybe 20% of our mussels, and I'm being very cautious. There's a very good chance that about half of the ones that I'm not cooking actually are fine, but I feel like I'm a little bit over-cautious with whether they're too open. I don't know, I feel like I don't want to get a stomach ache. I don't like stomach ache. So those are the ones I'm tossing, and then these are the ones we are holding on to. And I'm just going to sit them in here and let them drain a little bit more of the water out. And put that in here. I'm going to pitch these, and I would love for you guys to remind me at the end of the show to empty my trash, or I'm going to be really hating life tomorrow morning. Because my trash is going to smell unbelievably bad. So, I'm going to wash my hands super quick. Ooh, we're almost at a... Okay. And we're going to set this aside. I'm going to grab... I'm going to wash this too, actually. Okay. So, those of you who looked at the description and saw Paleo Peach Cobbler, I want to warn you, I've never made it before. It's not a recipe I have or looked at. I just saw some really good-looking peaches at the market. Ooh, I'm gonna break something today. I am. Anyway, I saw some really good looking peaches at the market, and I have some hazelnut flour and some maple syrup, so I thought we'd try to make a cobbler. I don't know if it'll work. It might not. It might be really freaking horrific. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get a clean cutting board. Okay, cutting board, where are you? There you are. Okay. Seriously, I'm a mess today. Okay. Clean cutting board, and we're gonna prep. So what we're gonna do is butter, garlic, onions, and tomatoes. The tomatoes are gonna go in at the very end, but we're gonna prep them. So we've got everything ready for us. The recipe online calls for powdered onion. Better for you to experiment than us. Right, Mossy? I'm using you guys as my live guinea pigs. Tomatoes. Oh, and lemon. There we go, lemon. Okay. So, what kind of health properties do mussels have? They're just really lean protein is what they are. They're very healthy. I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I want to say that they're up there with, like, chicken breast, because they're just a lean mussel, that's all they are. So, yeah. Hi from Oklahoma, Charlotte. Cheers. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Cheers. Clink. Those of you wondering, this is Sauvignon Blanc with some grapefruit juice squeezed into it. I've been feeling grapefruity today. So, can y'all see what? Oh, we've got bags in front of us. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. We only need one onion today. Sorry, onion. Okay. I don't even think we're going to use the whole onion. Just a little bit of it. We don't want this to be really oniony. Just a light onion flavor. Anyway, give me 1 second. Sorry. Kelly, I don't know how long it's been, but if it's been more than 15 minutes, can you go ahead and give us a few shares if you are on and watching and listening? I don't know what I was going to say. Lost my train of thought. Oh, I was going to say, a lot of people ask for kid-friendly recipes. I really am a firm believer that the more you expose your kids to, the more they'll eat. And obviously, some kids are going to be pickier than others. It just is how it is. That said, you can mitigate it a little bit by continuing to give them more food and make them taste it. And, I know it's a battle, and nobody wants a battle at night at dinner time when you want to relax, but I think you'll be glad you do if you introduce your kids to a lot of food at young ages. Alright, now that I'm off my soapbox, like I said, I actually purposely made this recipe in the hopes that my kids would hate it so that I would have it to myself. Much to my dismay, my kids loved it. So much for that. I'm not going to use a lot of this onion, actually. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. I do not want it super oniony. I just want a little bit of onion flavor. So I'm probably going to do tablespoonish of, can you guys see what I'm doing? Tablespoonish of minced, diced, whatever you want to call it, onion. Christine, it's cold in the morning but beautiful now. How's the weather here? Here, it is, Christine was saying that. Christine, where are you that the weather is cold in the morning? Here in Florida, we are in Florida, Central Florida, north of Orlando. It is hot. It is above 100 degrees most days. How am I not crying? I don't know. I think somebody said yesterday that if you put on Allison's show, did you guys watch Allison yesterday? She made Mexican eggs, which looked amazing. So anyway, somebody said, I think it was Kelly actually, said that if you put onions, were we talking about onions? I think we were. in the refrigerator, you won't cry as much. And also I find when I wear my contacts versus my glasses, it doesn't bother me as much either, and I'm wearing contacts tonight. So those are two things that I think help. Let's scoot these out of the way. So yeah, but that said, I'm just not as sensitive as a lot of people are to the onion. I don't know why. Sometimes it bothers me, but not a lot usually. Gives you a bigger bowl. So my recipe on the website does not call for tomatoes, but a lot of times when you'll eat mussels out at restaurants, they'll throw a few tomatoes in with it, and I personally think it's delicious. So I'm actually going to do a bunch of tomatoes. Interesting. Are you cutting left-handed? Mom, I'm not. If you look closely, you'll notice that my kitchen is backward right now. And for whatever reason, Facebook has the feed flipped mirror image. So I don't know why that started happening. It happened with one of their updates, but yeah, the sharper the knife, the less likely you are to cry. Oh, interesting tip, Mira. Thank you. Is it Mira or Myra? Anyway, so this is a brand new knife. I've only used it like twice, so although it can't be that sharp because it took me like a couple slices to get into the tomato. Maybe I should sharpen it. Alright, so how are we doing in time? 9:06. Oh, we've got almost an hour. Alright, we're good. We'll be good. Willow, if you burn a candle nearby, it burns the gases that hurt your eyes. Someone said contacts make you not cry. Yeah, for me, the contacts really help. I find them very helpful. So, I think I need to sharpen my knife, actually. It's not one of these. Do you guys have one of these? I should have linked to it. I love this thing. It's called Edgeware, and it's super cheap. You can get them at most department stores and Bed Bath & Beyond. I always want to call it Bath & Body Works. Anyway, you just put it in, and it sharpens. Isn't that cool? And you can feel it catching and sharpening. And then you put it in the fine one, and it's sharp again. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Oh, so much better. You see how it like slides like butter now? I love that thing. It's a Edgeware knife sharpener. They're like $5, I think. If you like Mariah Carey. Oh, Mariah. Okay, cool. I thought you were saying I'm like Mariah Carey. I was going to say she's beautiful, but I am nothing like her. Okay. Don't get me wrong. That's not an insult. I'd love to be like her, but no singing talent in this body. Won't stop me from singing, but I don't have any talent for it. Anyway, yes, that's because the onions, when stored in the fridge, lose the water content. Oh, interesting. We've got a lot of people that know a lot of things tonight. I'm excited about that. I love learning new things. I do. Okay. So I'm doing small dice. So, I know I've said so about a billion times. It's like my new Normally, mussels are served with crusty bread. I don't eat bread. So, a lot of times I will do zucchini noodles. Or you can do fries, like wet potato wedges, or steak fries. You know, the ones made in the oven that are technically paleo-friendly. Because the juice, if you like mussels, the juice is really good. And you put, you know, we're putting onion and garlic and lemon juice and stuff in it. But tonight I'm just doing the tomatoes. We use onions in almost every Indian dish I make, so I always have leftover onion in the fridge since they are so big in size. Yeah, I usually have leftover onion in the fridge. Amazingly, tonight I did not, though. I'm not sure what happened to all my onion. Guess I must have used it. Anyway, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So normally you would serve it with something to kind of sop up the yummy juice. I don't know. I wasn't in a potato mood tonight, though. So I'm thinking, a lot of times I'll just, if I have something of substance, I'll just drink it like soup, kind of, or eat it like soup. So I'm figuring with the tomatoes, it'll make it more like a mussled tomato soup at the bottom. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. I love tomatoes, so anything tomato makes me happy. Always rinse a knife after sharpening to, well, that, Alright, I know I did the getaway, but that's why I ran my fingers along it. I got off the shavings. Anyway. But yeah, that was, your way is way better. I should rinse it. Anyway. So, what are we excited about today, guys? What are we excited about? Tell me something good. Tell me something good. Kind of had a shitty night last night. Couldn't sleep, was thinking about stuff. I don't know. Not a great night. So, better day today. Oh, these are Canadian tomatoes, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize tomatoes grew in Canada. I thought they were a hot weather plant. So, if you wash an onion for 10 to 15 seconds before cutting it and put a little olive oil on the knife before cutting, you will cry less. Look at all these tips we're getting. Are you guys excited? Is anybody taking notes on these onion tips? Alright, I'm just going to do this one last tomato, and then we will, we'll get to the rest of it. How's that sound? My wedding in 99 days. Samantha, that is good news. Congratulations to you and your fiance. Lisa got to see lovely children at her daycare from Canada. Love tomatoes. You got to see Canadian children? I'm just kidding. That's awesome. Kids are good. Kids are good. I did see a funny meme or whatever you call it. Was looking forward to watching your show. Thank you, Michelle. Wow, that's a huge compliment. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? We're making steamed mussels today, and we're going to try, keyword try, to do a peach cobbler. Somebody said school shopping got done. I didn't catch the name. It was going too fast. I'm sorry. Kelly said she did not get a good night's sleep either. 5 a.m. You beat me, girl. I fell asleep around 3. Michelle, it's 85, 90 degrees here today. In Canada? In Canada? Really? I had no idea. I thought Canada was cold all the time. About last night, my neighbor had too much to drink, and it got the best of him. Ooh, that's not good. Stacey's looking forward to Friday. Yeah, it's Friday Eve. That's exciting, right? Okay, I think that's enough tomatoes. We don't need to get crazy. So let's put these aside for another day. And let's get us some garlic. And now the garlic, Canada is super hot today. That's crazy. You live near the Heinz ketchup place? That's cool. I would have to take a tour. Have you taken a tour? Cheers. We have 45 minutes. We should probably get moving on this. Alright. I did find my handy dandy garlic press. So we can use that today. I just lied. I said I found it. I did not find it. My husband found it. Closed down, sadly. Oh, that stinks. Watching from New Zealand just popped up. Hi from New Zealand. It's winter there for you, huh? My former sitter, Sydney, if you're watching, hi, Sydney. Her family is from New Zealand. And in the summers, in our summers, which is now, sometimes she would go back to New Zealand and stay with family and visit. And she always came back in the fall and said, I missed summer. I didn't get a summer. It's too funny. Canada is hot today and muggy. Is that a thing there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Muggy is definitely a thing here. For sure. Florida is muggy. I mean, we're a peninsula, so we're basically just like a cloud of wet all the time. Super muggy. And I started to say, so we're above 100 most days at the peak still. But we have had a couple of really nice evenings the past few nights. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping, oh my gosh, all my fingers and toes and legs and everything crossed, that we get a cool winter this year, because it's been 4 years since we've had a cool winter. And that is terrible, because I need winter to reset. We didn't get one this year. Hot and muggy here too, Mariah. Lisa says, no rain in Canada. We've had a lot of rain, actually. We've had a lot of rain. Take your breath away humidity here too. Yeah, it really does. It's oppressive feeling. It feels like you've got a wet blanket on you all the time. Not a fan. Not a fan. Need a fan. Not a fan. Love cooking with garlic. The more the better. Preach, girl. Amen. I will back you up on that any day of the week. So I did link my garlic press. Kelly, if you're on, can you throw all the show note links into the comments? Because I know a lot of people say they can't see them while we're on. So if you do that, it would be super awesome. And I'll warn you, my dad is on his way again to surprise me for my birthday. I don't know if he'll get here. He got a little bit of a late start this time. So I don't know if he'll get here before. Hey, Wes! Before the show's over. But if he does, my dogs will freak out, just FYI. If you've got dogs, I can usually give you like a 2-minute heads up in case you have animals that are going to hear the barking and freak out. Love going to Florida in March and April. Yeah, it's very nice here in March and April. And, I mean, really, well, not always. This year it was hot. That's not true. Last year it was hot. This year it wasn't too bad in March and April. It was bad in November and December this year, though. We were in the 90s in November and December, which is just unacceptable. It's totally 1,000% unacceptable. Yeah, we've been having a lot of hot rain too, Lisa. Hot rain is gross because you look outside and you're like, oh, it's going to be refreshing and beautiful, and then it's not refreshing in the slightest. Elizabeth, I use garlic and fresh ginger as a homemade antibiotic. That'll do it. I'm from Orlando and it's deathly hot. Sherry, we're filming in Orlando. It is brutal. It is brutal. But I will say, did you notice that the last 2 nights it's been cooler in the evenings? I feel like I sat in the hammock last night, and until I started getting mosquito bitten to death, it was really kind of nice. Okay, so we're getting our mussels ready. I'm gonna put these aside and rinse my hands because they're sticky from garlic. Okay, so what we've got here, I'm gonna show you. Put all this fun stuff aside. Well, first and foremost, we've got wine. So cheers, folks. Wine with a seahorse stir. There's no reason for the seahorse stir other than I saw it in the drawer and I liked it. Heat is better than the freezing cold. I don't know, Mariah. I would take the cold. My husband is giving you a thumbs up, though, which is why we live in Florida. Because he's a Florida boy. I not so much. I would take the snow any day. But anyway. Okay, so we've got chopped tomatoes, which we're going to use these at the very end. We've got 5 pounds of cleaned and rinsed mussels. We've got about a tablespoon of chopped sweet tomato, minced sweet tomato, and a tablespoon, or maybe even a little bit more, of minced garlic. And then I'm going to go grab my, oh, you know what, we should go ahead and get a pan going, huh? And I've got my awesome everyday pan. This one is a Le Creuset, which I have not been able to find a link for, but Cuisinart makes one almost identical. It's also a lot cheaper. I won this one, so I would not have gone out and bought it for myself, but I do love it. This is a little bit heavier and gets a little bit more evenly heated than the Cuisinart one. I have both. That said, I don't know that it's worth the price difference. Anyway, so I linked to the Cuisinart stainless steel package. I think it's in there. -40 is not fun. I would move to Florida if I could. Yeah, -40. That would set me off. I don't need to be in -40. Okay. So I'm trying to decide if we should start the cobbler because this literally takes like 5 minutes to do. So I'm thinking we should go ahead and work on the cobbler and get that going, or hopefully get that going. I'm going to wash this so our peaches don't taste like onion. And let's do that. So, like I said, I have never made this before. I just picked up some really nice looking peaches from the market. It's peach season here. So we're going to try. We're going to see what happens. And if it works, I will continue to test it, and then I will put a actually officially recipe up on the site. But if you're like me and just like to experiment, that's kind of what we're doing right now. Willow, seriously, some people forget their manners. What happened? Sarah, are you being mean? What did Sarah say? Please do fever try to be, I'm guessing you're trying to say don't ever try to be on the next Food Network star. Sweetie, if you're not enjoying, don't watch. Don't watch. It's as easy as that. Mariah, we don't really have the fresh produce stands around the area where I live. I know they are popular in some areas of Florida, but unfortunately not where I am. I'm just leaning over and grabbing the peaches real quick. All right, and we've got butter. We've got hazelnut flour. Like I said, I have no idea if this is going to work. We're just going to try. And then I thought we'd use this really cute little stainless steel pan. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to rinse a couple of these peaches. What are people saying? Very rude. You're not forced to watch. I'm enjoying it. Where did I buy the flour? I got it at Publix, which is just our local market. I think you can get it. It's Bob's Red Mill, which is a pretty widely known brand. I know you can get it on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can get it at most markets now. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for all the kind comments. Listen, Sarah's having a bad day. She's taking it out on us, and that's okay. That's all right. It's not nice, but it's okay. I don't have any intention of being on the Food Network, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to rinse these real quick. Rinsed. Now we're going to cut them up. Isn't it cute? So the pan you can get at World Market, if you guys have a World Market near you. I got it because my friend Jessica, who's also a blogger, she's a local blogger, so she does she talks about events and stuff that are going on locally, and she's on the Disney list, which is super coveted around here. If you're a blogger, I just got myself all wet, can you tell? If you're a blogger in the Central Florida area, everyone wants to be on the Disney list. So she is. And so she, a couple years ago, was invited to the Hoop-de-Doo Review, which is at the Disney campgrounds. And you don't have to be staying at Disney campgrounds to enjoy it. It's just it's a dinner show. It's crazy expensive, I'm not going to lie. But it was so fun. It's an all-you-can-eat. It's not a buffet. They just keep bringing out food, which is crazy. It's fried chicken and cobbler and biscuits and corn. I mean, it was amazing. You can look up Hoop-de-Doo Review on Mama Loves Food. Search for it, and you'll see. I talked about it on there. Anyway, so their invitations. I mean, it's Disney, so Disney always goes all out. So their invitations were actually the cast iron pan. They sent all the people they were inviting a cast iron pan with the information in it and a recipe. So wasn't that so cute? Anyway, so she invited me to be her guest, which was super nice. And I went, and she doesn't really cook, so she said, well, if you want the pan, you can have the pan. And I said, I want the pan. If you're not going to use it. I mean, I obviously never would have taken it if it's something she would have used, but she was very adamant that she would never use it. So, and actually it worked out nicely because a few months later, I do work with Keurig sometimes, the coffee maker people, and Keurig sent me 2 brand new coffee makers and said, hey, give one to a friend. So obviously the first person I thought of was Jessica, because she had just taken me to this awesome thing and given me a pan, and so yeah, I don't know what my point was. Maybe karma, good things come to those who are good. I don't know. Anyway, so I think we've got enough in here. I don't really want to do this. This is just a one-person thing, so I don't really want to do that. It's gonna overwrite. I don't really want to do too much. So we're gonna scoot these out of the way and enjoy them tomorrow. So I've got it's slightly more than 1 ripe peach in here. And then let's melt some butter. What do y'all think? Should we melt some butter? Lisa loves my personality. Oh, you're so sweet, Lisa. I'm going to do a really disgusting amount of butter, just FYI, in case you were curious. How much butter? Disgusting amount. That's an exact measurement. Tim, thumbs up to Mama. You guys are so sweet. You need that pan. Yeah. So what I was saying is it's a World Market pan. You can get it there. But I got it through the Disney thing, which was super cool. And I like to talk about it because it's cool. And it's cheap. It's not an expensive pan. I think it's, I want to say it's $5 at World Market. So You can probably find them on Amazon too. You can find everything on Amazon, I feel like. What kind of butter do you use? I'm a Kerrygold girl. Sometimes I'll use the Cabot butter, but I gotta say I'm a big Kerrygold fan. Okay, so I'm gonna melt this, and I'm gonna add more butter. I am gonna add more butter. That's like a whole stick. We're doing almost a whole stick of butter. So here's the thing about paleo. Really, I should clarify it if we're being like true paleo, but a little bit of milk protein doesn't bother me, so I'm not going to worry about it. If you're being super paleo, you could totally use ghee or clarified butter for this. That said, it might turn out disgusting, so you might not want to make it at all. I'm going to nuke this and get it going. Timer, 30 seconds, start. I'm going to bump this up to 375. I had it at 350. And we're going to open this hazelnut flour, which I didn't even realize wasn't open yet. Look at that brand new sharpened knife. Look at that. Okay, so I set a timer instead of turning on my microwave. Just kidding. Okay. I'm going to pull the maple syrup out, because that's what we're going to use as a sweetener today. And I have this super awesome, can you hear me? I went to a food conference. If you've watched for a while, you know I went to a food conference a few months ago, and Richardson Farm was there, and they're actually a dairy farm. They're one of the dairy farms that contributes to the Cabot cooperative, so Cabot cheeses, but they also have maple trees and just started a maple syrup line. This is the second bottle I've gone through. This syrup is so good. So good. I think you can only get it locally or at their website, but it's yummy. Okay, so we've got our melted butter, and we're going to throw some maple syrup in there first. Sarah says it's comical to watch, so I'm glad I'm entertaining you. I'm hoping that's not an insult, but if it is, you know, I can live with that too. Alright, so I just poured in about a tablespoon and a half maple syrup. Miranda. So right now we're experimenting. We've got our mussels prepped. We're going to do that in just a second. We've got about half an hour left of the show. And right now we're doing a little bit of an experiment. We're trying to make a, what brand? It says Richardson Farm maple syrup. And the website is Richardson, RICHARDSON, farmmaple.com. And it's from Vermont. It's pure Vermont maple syrup. It is damn good. It is like the best of the best. So, okay. That bowl is not nearly big enough. So right now I've got about a tablespoon and a half. I've got a stick of butter and about a tablespoon and a half of maple syrup. Oh my god, that's tasty. And then, so this is, we're making the crumble on top, basically is what we're making. And I'm going to pour in some, this is hazelnut flour. That was somewhere between a half and a quarter cup of hazelnut flour. So hazelnut flour is just from the hazelnut, just like in, yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the show, I know I haven't really said it tonight. If you're enjoying the show, please hit subscribe. And that way you'll know when we come on. We come on twice. I come on and do cooking twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I am April from Mama Loves Food. I haven't said my name even this show. We've just not stopped moving today. So I'm April from Mama Loves Food. Thank you so much for joining. And I come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I think we're up to about a cup and a half to 2 cups on the, and like I said, if this comes out good, I will totally remake it and actually measure and give us some, you know, do a post on it. Okay, so we've got, it's a little on the soupy side, but that's okay. We're going to pour this over the top, and then I'm going to stick it in the oven. So hazelnut flour is gluten-free. It is, ooh, don't go over the edge. Gluten-free, grain-free. It's just from the hazelnut. So just like Nutella, which I just recently learned is actually pronounced Nutella, not Nutella, and that really bothers me, FYI. Does that bother you as much as it bothers me? All right. So, all right. We're going to throw that bad boy in the oven. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it tastes tastes good raw, so I can't imagine it would taste bad not raw. Michelle wants to know, Sherry wants to know if you can use honey. I think you definitely could use honey. I'm actually out of honey, which is why I didn't use honey. Probably would have been my first choice, actually, but I'm digging the maple syrup. Michelle wants to know what kind of lipstick. Maybelline 24. This one is very persistent, and sometimes I wear All Day Cherry. Leslie says, I'm watching, I've subscribed, but it hasn't been telling me you're on. I know. Egg free. Yeah, egg free. It's egg free. This is just all we put in there was diced peaches, butter, maple syrup, and hazelnut flour. We're going to see if it comes out. I'm going to throw it in the oven, and we're going to put the timer for 25 minutes and see what happens. It might be disgusting, guys. I will not lie to you. 25, oops, cancel. Timer, 25, 00, timer start. I don't know. We're going to find out what happens. It could be horrible. It might be disgusting. Might be delicious. Blue looks good on me. Thank you. Where did I get my shirt? Target. Target. Okay. So let's get these mussels. Let's get these mussels going. Who's excited about the mussels? I am excited about the mussels. I think I'm excited about the mussels enough for all of us. But I'd be more excited about the mussels if you were excited about the mussels too. Where's the wine? Cheers, my lady. Today it's Sauvignon Blanc, and we poured some grapefruit juice in there with it. Constanza says April rule. Lisa loves mussels. Me too, Lisa. Me too. So, what we're going to do, I'm making you hungry. Well, that's the idea, isn't it? Are you eating anything? Is anybody having a snack right now? Are we eating together? I'm not going to lie, that hazelnut butter maple syrup mixture was really good. So even if this doesn't turn out, I'm going to figure out something to do with that because it was ridiculously yummy. Okay. So, yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know why Facebook is being super douche-tastic about the subscriptions, because I know, and I'm finding, oh, my earring's cut. I'm finding the same thing with shows I want to watch. I'm not always getting the notification, and I find that unbelievably frustrating, both as a, obviously as a content producer, but as a consumer too. You know, I like to watch my shows. Sarah wants to know if I work with children. I have 5 children. I work with them. I do occasionally teach classes at the library. Oh, why isn't this working? Oh, You ready for this? It's not plugged in. I'm glad I noticed quickly. Okay, I unplugged it when we had our, knockdown fiasco. Anyway, I was a nanny for years and years before I was a professional, and then a retired professional, and then a mom. So, yes, short answer, I do work with kids. I have worked with kids for a long time. What are we making today? Where's the wine? Damon, the wine is right here. Cheers. We squeezed a ruby red grapefruit into the glass, and then we poured in some Sauvignon Blanc. It's very yummy. Karen, my 6-year-old loves steamed mussels with butter, wine, and parsley. Oh, I forgot parsley. Not that you have to have it, but it's good. Okay, so I'm just getting this warmed up. It takes a touch of a minute. But we've got time. We're good. We're good. Cheers, Damon. My brother-in-law's name is Damon, so I keep thinking it's him, which is fun. That would be awesome if he signed on. Hi, Damon. Travis, what are we making? We are making lemon garlic steamed mussels. Oh, let's get our lemons. Where's the lemons? We're making lemon garlic steamed mussels. And we are trying, we're experimenting. I figure, 4.5 hours of my time every week is spent live on the air with you, so I may as well do some experiment while we're on and cooking and doing stuff. So that's what we're doing. Ooh, I have low battery. I hope it doesn't die on me. Anyway. What are you guys drinking? Grapefruit seed pit. Don't need that. Alright. So, I always get, after I use this burner, questions about it. I put the link on Amazon. I believe it's $20. It works. It's a workhorse. It does take a little while. We moved our butter. Alright, guys. You're going to see how disgusting I am with butter. You don't actually need to use this much butter. I love butter. My cholesterol is excellent. Just FYI, my blood pressure is excellent. I actually saw the doctor today for my annual yearly, not my girl annual yearly, my just regular annual yearly. How we doing? Let's do some blood work and make sure you're not gonna like fall over dead of a heart attack because you eat a lot of butter. And I'm not. And I lost 10 pounds, guys. Amazing, right? How does that happen? Not to say I'm skinny, because I'm not. But I was excited to hear the doctor said I just lost 10 pounds since the last time I was there. Alright. My phone keeps turning off. Okay. So we're putting in a disgusting amount of butter. Because butter is delicious. The recipe does not call for this much butter, but I'm eating it tonight. So that's what I want. I mean, there'll be leftovers. It's not all for right this second. I'm just grabbing a cord so I can plug my phone in and still see your comments. I'm right here next to the camera. Just not in front of the camera. Hi, I'm back. We have a cord. Ah, there you are. So, what does it say? How much butter? Water. You must be boring. Heather, you're not boring. You're hydrating. Roxanne, how much butter does the recipe call for, or did I just put in? I just put in like 2 sticks of butter. The recipe calls for 4 tablespoons, which is about 1/4 of what I just put in. Serious, that much butter can't be good for you. Patrick, it's probably not. I'm not a diet show. This is not a diet show. Water from Miranda. Butter is delicious. So, I know you guys are grossed out by the amount of butter I'm using. It's probably more than I need. That said, I will use it as a sauce later. So, okay, this infuriating thing is on. Kathleen's pregnant. Congratulations, Kathleen. Hey, I'm drinking water too. I probably should drink more so I'm hydrated. Hangovers are the worst, even if you did just drink half a glass of wine. Sweet tea. Sheila, are you from the South? We love sweet tea here. Alright, so this is butter is melting. I'm going to toss in what we've got is our minced garlic and minced onion. Whoop. I do not need a giant soup spoon. We're going to throw that in. Did any of you guys watch our painting show yesterday? That was a total cluster. It was a little bit embarrassing. We had to do a do-over at one point. It ended well, though. We had fun. My phone went into that like low power mode to reserve the battery, which I appreciate the function, but I don't need it right now because it's plugged in. And I'm trying to read the comments. January can't come soon enough. I'm excited for you. Do you know, boy or girl? Is it your first? Is it your fifth? Is it your eighth? Tell us, tell us. I'm excited. Do we have a name? Hi, Sheila from Conroe, Texas. Yes, a Southern girl. Okay, so I have to be honest. And I'm from Texas originally. I mean, I say that as like I was 4 or 5 when we moved, but I still consider myself as from Texas. But I have a hard time with the whole Texas is South thing. Like, Texas is dead west, right? Like, it's not really South, is it? I don't know. I struggle with that one. I do. This is driving me crazy that my phone keeps turning off. Hey, Danielle. Willow, Kerrygold butter is so pretty melted. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. I totally could have clarified it, but I didn't. So it's becoming really fragrant and so yummy. Texas originally too, Mariah. Awesome. Have your baby on my birthday. Yeah, have your baby on Valencia's birthday. And then you could name it Valencia. And we'd all be happy together. I'm in a weird mood tonight. I'm always in a weird mood. I like that I say tonight. Ah! Curse you, phone. Alright. Texas Chainsaw. I knew it was someone from Texas. She lived close by the town where that happened. Oh, that's gross. Yuck. Alright. Have you guys ever clarified butter? You do it for like, to make ghee, or if you're paleo and you don't want the milk proteins, or if you just want it to be pretty for, dipping crab or whatever. I haven't decided if I'm going to clarify the butter for my birthday party on Saturday. I'm thinking probably not, because let's be real, it's my birthday and I'm already cooking. Do I really want to add that to the plate? Probably not. So I used salted butter, which means I don't have to add salt right now, which is exciting. Okay, it's becoming fragrant, so I'm going to get my chicken stack ready. Garlic and onion is in the butter. And I'm going to try and heat down just a touch because it's starting to get bubbly. Okay. Sorry, I keep looking down and that's really rude. I hate that I can't read the comments from here. It's annoying. Okay, so do you see how, I think you can see how the edges are becoming like this white, kind of like curd almost looking? That's the milk protein. And if I were just cooking the butter, at this point, what I would do is I would strain it, and I would take the milk protein out, which right now I don't mind the milk protein in there. It's not hurting anything. It's not going to bother me. But if I wanted to make clarified butter, I would strain the seed. It's like almost curdy. It's not bad for you. It won't hurt you, unless you're lactose intolerant, in which case take it out. But if you strain it, and you could strain it now with the garlic and butter in it, and it would give you a garlic onion clarified butter, which would be freaking delicious. And it would be free of milk proteins, which means it would be safe for lactose intolerant people. Not people that can't have lactose at all, but people who are maybe less than happy for lactose. So I'm going to add about a half a cup of broth. That's good. And we're going to let that come back to a simmer. We've got 14 minutes on the cobbler, or whatever we're calling it. And we're going to bring that back to a simmer. I'm going to get a vessel to pour this into because we're actually not going to keep this. Actually, I'm going to throw a touch more broth in there. And we're going to turn this back to high so it'll come to a simmer. And my phone turned off again because it's a douchebag. Sorry, God, I am like a potty mouth tonight. What's my deal? Garlic butter is probably drinkable. Valencia, false statement. Garlic butter is definitely drinkable. Totally. What is the difference better about Kerrygold butter? Kerrygold butter is delicious. It is delicious because it is grass-fed butter. I don't know what just happened. It is grass-fed. And, ooh, it's telling me I should like my own show right now, so I'm going to do that. See those hearts coming up? Sorry. I'm liking my own show. It's totally meta? I don't know. So Kerrygold is from grass-fed cows. No grains, only grass-fed, which is how cows are meant to be. So it's higher in the good stuff, lower in the bad stuff. It's got this really deep gold flavor, and it's really, really rich tasting. It's great in pastries. It's also a European butter, so it's lower in moisture content. So like American butters have a lot more water in them, so you just don't get as rich of a flavor. Whereas European butters have a lower water content, and Kerrygold is European butter. So not only is it grass-fed, but it's also European butter, so it's more intense flavor because of the way the cows are fed, and then also on top of that it's got lower water content. I feel like tonight is a learning episode. I'm excited about tonight. Hi, Kira. How are you? I'm excited you're here joining us. Everyone say hi to Kira. Kira and I have been friends for a very long time. She's a son my son's age and a daughter almost my daughter's age. So, hi, Doris. Thanks for coming. I'm welcome. Cheers. Welcome. I'm going to go peek at our cobbler and see what's happening there. I'm a little nervous about the situation. I won't lie. I really want it to turn out well. It smells amazing. Let's just put that out there. It smells amazing. Oh, I was going to get a vessel to pour this into. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I'm just cutting out of the video for 1 second. Okay, so we might make a giant mess. I'm just going to put that out there. I might need a new computer tomorrow. My husband might divorce me because I spilled butter on my obscenely expensive computer. I already did spill butter on there. Oops. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully things will be good. So, oh yeah, this is plugged in. We're having a moment. By Thursday, you guys, I'm so freaking tired. I just don't even know what to do with myself. Okay, so we've got our lid over there, ready and waiting. This is heated to the point of simmering. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour this. Actually, I'm going to turn the fan off because it's going to cool everything down, but that's not what we want to happen. I am going to pour this into our saucepan. All right, yummy, delicious. That's broth. That is chicken stock, garlic, butter, and onion. I'm gonna let this get super hot because we're gonna steam our mussels in it. I've got a pan lid ready and waiting. I've got our lemon ready and waiting. I'm gonna cut it open so we don't even have to do it. Ooh. Let's do it over here. Granite's not gonna hate me. Okay. And the granite's clean. So we're gonna let it get super hot before we throw our mussels in. We're gonna throw the mussels in, we're gonna put the lid on it, and we're gonna time about 5 minutes. 3 minutes, we're gonna give it a little toss. Another 3 to 5 minutes until they're open. Oh, sorry, I missed part. We're gonna toss our mussels in. Then we're gonna pour the liquid over them. Then we're gonna cover it. We're gonna let them steam for about 5 to 7 minutes, halfway to 7 minutes. So we're gonna give them a little toss. We're gonna let it sit again for the rest of the time until we get to 7 minutes. We're gonna we're gonna look and make sure they're opened because that's the key. We want them to open. That means they're done. That means they're dead and they're cooked and they're open. You don't want to go more than 7 minutes. Okay, you don't want to go more than 10 minutes ever. 7 minutes is kind of where you want to be. Because more than that, they're tiny little pieces of meat. They're going to get rubbery and gross. And then we'll toss our tomatoes in, give it a stir. We're going to take it off the heat, and we will all night long. Well, not all night, but a while. I'm going to see what y'all are saying. My stupid phone turned off again. Thanks for that, phone. Willow, Kerrygold butter on homemade Irish soda is the best. I can attest that that is a true statement. It is also delicious in bulletproof coffee. Do y'all drink bulletproof coffee? Kira wants to know if Kerrygold butter is paleo. So, it really depends. Some people consider butter to be safe because if they're not okay, we're good. Okay, I'll come back to that, I promise. So we are pouring our mussels in. We're pouring our hot butter over top. Watch that. Ooh. Oh my goodness. And we're going to cover that bad boy. And we're going to set, okay, so it says 8 minutes on the timer, so when it gets to 5 minutes on the timer, I'm going to give it a little toss. And then we will cover it again and give it another 3 or so minutes. Okay, so Kira, it depends on which paleo camp you are. Some paleo people are like hardcore no dairy. Some people say, okay, well, I've gone through the whole 30, and the whole 30 is a no dairy 30-day kind of like elimination period. And they'll say, okay, well, when I reintroduced a little bit of dairy, it didn't bother me. So small amounts of dairy, like the amount in milk or a little bit of heavy cream kind of thing, is considered okay. It really depends on which paleo camp you're in. If you are in the no dairy paleo camp, which a lot of people are, what you'll want to do to your Kerrygold butter is clarify it, which we talked about earlier. And all that is cooking it until the milk fat comes to the top and then straining it, and you'll get a clear, clarified butter with no milk protein, which is the same as ghee. You could buy it at the store, but it's like twice as expensive if you buy it at the store, and it will take about... Hi, sorry, we cut out for a second. It only takes about 5 minutes to make. Hey, Daddy. So if you're going to use butter, clarified or otherwise, Kerrygold is a good choice. Don't trip over the wires. Come look, my dad's so tall. You're going to see like his shoulders. Love you.
Hi, Diane.
He's saying hi to my mom who's watching. If you're going to use butter while you're on the paleo diet, Kerrygold or something similar is the way to go because it is grass-fed, and paleo is very grass-fed all the way. So hopefully I explained that well.
You heard me knock those over?
And I'm not telling you that's what you need to do. I'm just telling you, the philosophy behind things. So don't please, I'm not preaching. I'm not expecting any of you to change the paleo diet. If you want to do it, I'm happy to support you. If you don't want to do it, I'm happy to make cookies with you. So please, Anyway, hey guys, I love you, but we're on live right now. Anyway, is somebody being mean? Uh-oh. If you don't want your phone to shut off, you can go to your settings. Yeah, I know, I just don't want to deal with the settings right now. You're welcome, Kira. You're welcome, Danielle. Saying hi to my mom. Oh, we're almost at 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a little peek and see how we did. Ooh, they're opening. I'm actually gonna go ahead and toss because I see the bottoms that are opening. You see the bottom ones on the bottom are opening, but the ones on the top are not open yet. Like I said, this pan is not as fantastic on this stove or the stovetop as maybe on my regular stovetop because the burner is so darn small. So it might take another minute. So we're down to 5 minutes, so I'm going to go down to 2 minutes and check on it again and see if everything's open. If it is, we will toss our tomatoes in, give it a stir, take it off the heat, and chow it up. I'm going to peek at our cobbler for 1 second, so don't go anywhere. Stay with me. Sing a song to yourself, crack open a beer, enjoy yourself. Oh, crap on a cracker. Hey, P.S., our cobbler is done. It's smoking up the place. What did I do with my... there they are. My gloves, because we don't want to burn ourselves. I'm going to pull this bad boy out. Ooh, it looks pretty, though. Alright. So I'm not going to lie. We're going to be totally honest with each other right now. This recipe probably needs a little bit of fine-tuning. That said, it still looks really good. Can you see? There's our cobbler. I'm going to let it cool a bit because it is bubbling like a madman. So I want you to be able to see it. I just don't want to burn myself. So we're going to put that there for a minute. We're going to taste it. We're going to taste it live. You're going to see if I vomit or if, I smile. True test, right? True test. We're at 9:52, which means we have 8 minutes before... I would say Facebook cuts us off. All right, I'm screening that away. It's making me nervous. I don't know if I put my hand on it. Is Sarah starting drama? Sarah, we love you. We support you. We want you to be happy in life. Okay, honey? This is a supportive place. So everybody give Sarah some love. She's obviously going through something. Everyone tell Sarah you love them. Love her. Anyway, so we love you, Sarah. We all have our shitty moments. Sarah's having one. Anyway, so... I don't know what I was going to say. 3:22. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm going to peek at it again. They're opening. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Okay. We've got about, I would say, another minute tops because they're almost all open. This is exciting, right? Oh, look at the love and hearts. Are you loving and hearting our food? Because I'm really excited about it. Alright, I'm going to give it 1 more minute. We're going to toss the tomatoes in, we're going to turn it off, and we're going to dish it up. Okay. So, oh, and we're going to pour the wine in. Duh. I mean, that's exciting. And the lemon. Don't let me forget the lemon. Lemon, wine, tomatoes. Lemon, wine, tomatoes. Don't let me forget. I'm going to throw this back in the fridge. So, true story. If your maple syrup gets a film on it, a little bit of bacteria on it, don't throw it away. Skim it off the top. It's totally fine. Good maple syrup will do that sometimes. No big deal. If it crystallizes, again, no big deal. Heat it up. Get a little bit in the microwave, stovetop, no big deal. This stuff literally lasts like forever. Mine is from the Paleolithic era. Kidding, but I'm putting it back in the fridge. I like my maple syrup cold. I'm not sure you actually have to keep it in the fridge, but I do. I don't know. Don't quote me on that part. You can quote me on the Paleolithic thing though if you want. Anyway, back to food. Amen. My mom says she is impressed that I am making mussels even though she doesn't eat them. Mom, I don't know how that's relevant since you're not here to help me eat them, but I won't make them when you come visit. I will make you something else. I can't stop looking at them. I've got another 30 seconds on the clock. Alright, Kayla, you get goofier as time goes on. I don't know if it's the wine or I'm just tired. It's the end of the week and I'm exhausted. And somebody asked, I didn't miss it, I got distracted. Somebody asked if I'm just done at the end of the day and don't want to cook. Yes, because I'm tired. And I have 5 kids and I work a full-time job. I am tired at the end of the day. I don't want to cook for my kids. That said, I love cooking, so it's really a struggle for me. Like, I love cooking, but I don't want to hear my kids piss and moan about what I'm cooking, what they don't like. So it's a struggle for me, and I would say my husband does at least 50% of the dinner time cooking, even though I'm a food blogger and I'm the one that has actually like a little bit of talent. His talent is keeping me from murdering my children. Part of that is taking over 50% of the cooking duties. Do my parents live close to me? No. Oh, we're out of time. Okay. I mean, not out of time. We're done with time. I'm going to turn this timer off. Oh, I'm going to turn the oven off. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh, it's open. They're open. Can you see them? They're all open. I'm turning this heat off. Actually, no, I'm going to take it off the heat because we don't want to overcook mussels. You just don't. I'm going to grab a... I'm going to grab a hot pan. This is not hot. That's the other thing I really like. You know, if you've got a little bit of extra money and you want to splurge, that's one thing I really love about the Le Creuset versus the, okay, so let's do some lemon. Woo! The Le Creuset versus the Cuisinart. The Le Creuset handles never get hot. I mean, obviously, if you use it in the oven, which you can, you totally can use it in the oven. I probably should have strained this first. There's going to be some seeds in there, but that's all right. So, ooh, that went everywhere. My computer is covered in lemon juice now. Go April. All right. And then we're going to throw a little bit of wine. Because yay wine. Not a lot, just a touch. That was about a quarter cup. And the rest is going in my glass. And then we're going to toss our tomatoes in. Oh my goodness. Don't try to tell me that's not beautiful, you guys. Because you'd be lying. Alright, we're going to toss it. Ooh, we lost some tomatoes. We're going to toss it. Oh my goodness. Shut up. Ugh, can't even look how beautiful this is. Okay, so we need to do some tasting. I'm going to throw some green onions on top because, hello, it needs a little green, doesn't it? Oh, and the green onion is just amazing. So, I'm going to grab my kitchen scissors, which hopefully have not doubled as Play-Doh scissors anytime recently. I don't know if this actually does anything other than brighten up the dish and make me happy, but we're going to do it anyway. Voila! I'm going to show you. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got a yummy sauce at the bottom. We're going to throw it in my all-time favorite dish. Oh, I need a scooper. There we go. And we're going to throw some of this in. Oh my goodness. Loves it. See the broth at the bottom? It's so good. And if you eat bread, make sure you get a really good crusty bread. Alright. A couple of them didn't open. That's okay. Just ignore the ones that didn't open. Most of them did. Those are the ones we're going to focus on. Like I said, you know, traditional knowledge is that you shouldn't open the one, or you shouldn't, I don't want to burn myself. You shouldn't eat the ones that didn't open. But several food scientists and chefs have come out recently and said it doesn't really matter. So I'm going with conventional wisdom just in case. But, alright. So we're going to open. We're going to grab that little bad boy out. There's my mussel. Oh my goodness, yummy. I'm going to grab some tomato and sauce. And hope I don't burn my mouth. Hey, tomato. Perfectly cooked. Not rubbery. The shells go where? Yeah, in the garbage. Unless you want to do a craft with them or something. I don't know. I still think the shells kind of look like roaches, so I throw them away. But you certainly don't have to. And I know what a lot of people will do if they don't, you know, most folks who eat bread and whatnot and potatoes will just use the bread or potatoes to soak up the juice. But what folks like me will do is scoop it up. I'm so excited about this. Is it inappropriate? I don't know. I feel like I read somewhere that this is an aphrodisiac. So you might be witnessing something completely inappropriate. Is that the case? Phone turned off again. Damn phone. I want to eat this whole thing right now. Ah, nice. It looks so yummy. It is yummy. Yes, throw out the garbage bag. Thank you for the reminder. So can y'all see? Most of them are open. One or two didn't. Not a big deal. I might check them to see if they're fishy or not. I don't know. Most of them open though. I'd say solidly 90% open. I'm a happy girl. Should we try the cobbler? We gotta sign off really soon. But I want to try this cobbler and see if our experiment turned out. It might be terrible, it might be delicious. But I feel like you'll never know if you don't try, right? So, and it's paleo, so paleo doesn't add, it's not Whole30. Whole30 is no sweeteners and no desserts because those are considered trigger foods. I'm not Whole30, I'm paleo. So you're allowed to have some naturally sweetened things. So maple syrup is an okay thing. Now you're not allowed to have this like every night, but so it's peaches, hazelnut flour, butter, maple syrup. And it's like napalm hot, so I'm gonna take a smaller bite. I can see the comments like super scrolling, so I feel. Oh crap, it's hot. It's yummy though. It's really good. It's really good, guys. I think I might. That went down the wrong bite. Don't talk and eat at the same time. You might watch me die on camera. That would be embarrassing. I might next time use a little bit of arrowroot flour, which is finer and more floury flour, to mix it to maybe make it more crumbly on the top, like a true cobbler. But it's yummy. That is a definite continue this experiment dessert. Ooh, sorry about that. I really inhaled a piece of peach. Try to use bread with the juice. Yes, yes. Compost them. Can you compost the shells? I don't know. I know you can compost oyster shells. Don't choke. Yeah. I know, vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is not on the diet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are at 10:01, which means we are getting kicked off. Please like the page, like the video, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the page. Check my recipes out at mamalovesfood.com. I just spilled it all over myself. And thank you so much. I will see you all Tuesday. And Allison will be on tomorrow night, so make sure to check her out. Have a good night, guys. Thank you again. Mwah.